campers, welcome to today's workout. My name is Chris and I am doing this workout from my home in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, Canada, and I'm the regional coordinator for Atlantic Canada for the BOX program. BOX is a physical activity program that's used in schools and it's designed to get more physical activity for kids during the school day. All right, I'm really excited about today. Today's workout is going to be themed around games. It's called Are You Game? So we're going to do a number of different things. First, we're going to start with our warm-up, of course. Then we're going to do a running-related activity. We'll work a little bit on our skill of the week for today. This skill today will be planks. And then we're going to play an actual game and a nice little cool down at the end just to get that heart rate down. And to make sure that we reap the benefits of the entire workout. So let's have fun. You don't specifically need any equipment today. Most of the equipment that will be used in the games, I will be indicating and providing for you. But it's always important to prepare your workout space just so that it's best suited for what you're planning on doing today. Of course, if you don't have a lot of space, especially, make sure that you move furniture off to the side, you move toys, you move things that your dog may have or your little brother or sister may have off to the side. It's always important to have a water bottle just because workouts tend to dehydrate you and you want to make sure that you're hydrated. Maybe even a small towel is key as well too if you get sweaty and you don't really want to stop quickly, just to wipe off that sweat so that's not dripping all over mom and dad's nice clean floor. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start a little bit of a warm-up with a game we love to use in box, and it's called Traffic. So what's going to happen is I'm going to yell out a command as we're moving around, and we'll talk about the movement in a minute. But here's what each one of these traffic lights or signals means. Now, traffic is downloadable through our resources, through trainer hubs that teachers have, or anybody who has access to the box resources. It could be camp counselors, it could be daycare workers, what have you. But all of our stuff is available for free on our trainer hub, and it's downloadable. So what I have here, I downloaded directly from our trainer hub. So if I call out red light, no matter what type of movement you're doing, I want you to completely stop moving, okay? Green light is going to be run. So obviously if we were playing this in a gymnasium or outside or someplace that had a lot of space, we could run in straight lines, we could run maybe in zigzags, but we're in basically part of my family room into my kitchen, so I'm probably going to run and do some quick change of directions, zigzags, circles, that type of thing. Okay, so green means run. Let's remember that. Yellow light means side shuffle. And I'll show these one more quick time before we get into the actual traffic game. So side shuffling. Yellow light, side shuffling. Now, those are the three lights. How about some traffic signs? Speed bump. Speed bump usually means something you go over that tries to slow you down. Well, we're going to emulate what a speed bump would look like by jumping over it and doing what's called a bunny jump. Okay, so speed bump is bunny jump. Carpool. We're not going to be able to do carpool today unless you are actually doing this workout with somebody at home, maybe your brother or sister, or maybe your mom or dad are doing this workout with you. What happens with carpool is you get a partner and you run at the same speed beside them. So just like carpooling, you're in the same car and you're headed to the same place. One more thing that we're going to use today, deer crossing. So whenever I yell out deer crossing, I'm going to get you to gallop. And we'll show you just exactly what a gallop is in a minute. And I'm sure most of you already know. There are other signs within the traffic game that you can use and associate with movement. But for the purpose of time and space, we're not going to use these today. But here they are, real cool. Okay, so let's get up and let's start moving. So remember, when I say red light, we stop whatever kind of movement we are doing, okay? Green light, if I yell out green light, we're going to run about the space. We're going to run, we're going to use our space, okay? We're going to be smart, we're not going to get hurt. If there's a carpet, we're careful not to trip over it. We try and go as fast as we possibly can to start trying to get warmed up, okay? Now, what was the next one that I said? Anybody remember? It was yellow light. Yellow light is going to be side shuffle. So side shuffle is where we move side to side laterally without crossing our feet, okay? So we don't want to cross over, we want to just go foot to foot. Use your space, okay? Go as far as you can in that space. I want you to go at a good, reasonable speed. And as we get more warm, you're going to be able to do this faster and faster, okay? Next was speed bump. So if I yell out speed bump, I want you to move what we call bunny jumps, okay? So I'm going to do bunny jumps around the room. That's our speed bump. All right, 2 more. Carpool, okay? So I'm not going to call out today because I don't have a partner to carpool with me and run beside me. But if that's something you have at home and you want to inject that into your workout, maybe you can call out carpool, okay? While we're playing traffic. And the last one is going to be deer crossing, and that's a gallop. So gallop looks like this. It doesn't matter which foot you use, but you're basically jumping with one foot in the front, like so. Okay? Doesn't matter which foot's in the front, but it's a gallop. Okay? It's like a little skip where your feet don't change places. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to traffic. All right, I got a pretty good warm up already, just demonstrating these drills. So I imagine you guys are going to as well. Okay, so boys and girls, let's get at this. And I'm going to start with yellow light. You want a side shuffle. Keep going. Green light. We're running. We're running. We're running. Speed bump. Bunny hops, or bunny jumps, sorry, bunny jumps. Green light. We're running again. We're running again. Deer crossing. We're galloping. We're galloping. Red light. Complete stop. How's everybody's heart rate doing? Mine's up. Starting to feel warm. Starting to feel like a little bit of sweat's coming on. Let's get back to the warm-up. Let's get back to traffic. Let's go. Green light. Running. We're running. We're running. Yellow light. Shuffles, side shuffles. Use your whole space. You don't have to go the same way each time. Awesome. Green light. Running, changing directions, using the space. Yellow light. Red light. Heart rate's up. Mine's up to about 135. Awesome. How's yours? Are you feeling it? Maybe you can find your pulse quickly on your neck. Just take a minute and we'll do one more round of traffic for these warm-ups. Everybody feeling good, I hope, and getting nice and warm and ready to get into the bulk of today's RU game workout. Let's go deer crossing. We're galloping. We're galloping. I'm switching my feet. My right foot's now my front foot. Now my left foot. Okay. Now yellow light. Yellow light. Speed bump. Bunny hops. Bunny jumps. Green light. Yellow light. If you've got somebody with you at home, I'm going to call out carpool. So carpool, find somebody and run right beside them at the same speed. If not, keep doing yellow light. Now do deer crossing. We're galloping. We're galloping. Speed bump, bunny jumps. Green light. Red light. Oh, amazing. Amazing. You know what's great about a workout is that when you can actually put the workout on and know that it's effective and know that it's fun because you're in it. You're doing the actual workout. And I know that just me running around my living room doing some bunny jumps and doing some side shuffles, those are all real valuable exercises that get our heart rate up. Okay, so we should be good and warm by now. Now we're going to get to our running related activity. I'm going to explain this to you really quickly. It'll only take about 30 seconds and then we'll get right to it. Okay, we're doing a high-low Tabata circuit. So what that means is because many of us are going to be inside to do this workout, I would say most, limited amount of space. You know, we don't really have a gymnasium or a track, or we're in a big yard, okay? We have a hard time doing traditional type of running related activities. So today we're gonna break it up into exercises that emulate running a little bit, okay? We're involving our 2 feet, we're using power, we're going from foot to foot. We're making it tough on ourselves because running is actually one of the most physical demanding things that we can do as an exercise, okay? Now, so with this high-low Tabata circuit, we're gonna complete each activity for 20 seconds and then we're gonna rest for 10 seconds. Now I'm tracking on my watch, okay? You can track at home if you like, but what I'm going to do is I'm gonna let you know when the 20 seconds are go and the 10 seconds for rest by tracking on my watch. We're gonna do 4 different things. We're gonna do skater jumps, which I'll show you really quickly. We're going to do low squat side shuffles with balance. We're going to do power jacks. Okay, I'll show you those as well. And then we're going to do broad jumps. Okay, so here's what it's gonna look like. 20 seconds on of doing the actual exercise, and I'll call it out, okay? And then we're gonna have 10 seconds off. So what happens in that 10 seconds is we regroup, we recharge, we refocus, we think about what the next exercise is, okay? So for instance, skater hops are first. We know that low squat side shuffles with a balance are next, okay? I will tell you about them. I'll be your timer, but at the same time, that 10 seconds is an opportunity for you to get a quick rest, to get a refocus, maybe even a quick drink, all right? So 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We are gonna start with skater hops. Skater hops, important that technique is done right because we don't wanna get hurt. So if you haven't done skater hops before, I recommend that you start really at short distances. And then when you feel more comfortable and you think you have the leg strength to do so and the core strength to do so, by all means feel free to take a greater range of motion. So skater hops are starting in 3, 2, 1, skater hops. Okay, I just rest on that foot for a quick second. Other foot goes behind me. Okay, try not to touch down. I can go really big if I want. If I'm feeling comfortable. Like I said, if you've never done them before, you can stay in a little bit closer just to make sure. And that's 20 seconds. We're gonna take 10 seconds off. Now, after 10 seconds, we're gonna do a low squat. Okay, with a balance, with a shuffle and a balance on one leg. So get down nice and low, shuffle, 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 balance, shuffle, 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 balance, shuffle, 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 balance, shuffle, 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 balance, shuffle, shuffle, and that's 20 seconds. 10 seconds off. Now we'll get to the next exercise. I'm going to do power jacks. Still have 5. Power jack is, here we go. Watch me now first. We're going to do a jumping jack, okay? Then we're going to land in a squat. Jumping jack, land in a squat. Let's go, 20 seconds. Power jacks. Out in the star, down in a squat. Out in the star, down in a squat. One more. And that's 20 seconds. 10-second rest. And we're going to get to our next exercise, which is going to be broad jumps, 5 seconds. Broad jumps, I'm simply going to stand, use my body and my arms as much as I can, and I'm gonna jump far and long and land it. Turn around and jump again. We have a little bit of extra rest right there. We are on with our broad jumps now. Use your arms, use your legs, bend those legs, explode off the ground. 10 seconds. Nice. And that's it. 10-second break. I'll actually stop the timer right now so that I catch my breath for a second, so that you can actually understand me. We are going to do that Tabata circuit one more time. Okay, so get ready for it. Maybe now, good time for a drink. I know I need one. Now, we haven't really played a game yet. Although traffic's a bit of a game, of course. We have to learn the cues and remember the cues and what the movement was associated with it. Okay, but it's still, without you thinking too much about it, think about how much physical activity you've already had. You've got your heart rate up, your respiration's up, your breathing, your circulation's up. We are starting to get warm and sweat, okay? All incredibly valuable stuff. Incredibly valuable to your overall health and your overall functioning, how we think, how we feel, our moods, okay? All of that stuff. All right, we got a little bit of a rest on that Tabata, but we're gonna get back to it. 20 on, 10 off, we got 5 seconds. We're gonna start with skater hops. Are we ready? 20, go. Skater hops. Arms kind of flail in front of you to generate a little bit of momentum, okay? Getting your core involved as well too. 8 seconds. A few more. Get that heart rate up. There we go, that's 20. 10-second break. Now we go to a low squat side shuffle with balance. 3 seconds, low squat, side shuffle, 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 balance. Shuffle, 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 balance. Shuffle, 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 balance. Shuffle, 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 balance. Let's really try and hold this last one on balance. Oh, okay. 10 seconds off. Great job. Now we're gonna go to power jacks. Power jacks. And we start in 3, 2, 1. So I'm gonna start with a jumping jack in the start position, into the squat. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Power jacks, everyone. Can you feel it? One more. There. 10 seconds. And we're going to finish with broad jumps. Excellent. Excellent work. No doubt warmed up now. No doubt ready to tackle the rest of this workout. Let's go broad jumps. Remember, bend my knees, get my arms back, swing, create momentum. Jump as far as we can. Set an Olympic record. Set your own personal records first. And then work to beat those. Monthly, weekly, daily. One more. Woo! That was our modified running related activity, a Tabata circuit. All right, gang. Heart rate will come down for a bit now. Hey, where are you working out? Are you at home? What's the room like? Does it have a carpet? Is it a hardwood floor like this? Maybe you're in your garage and has a cement floor. I will say, you're probably going to want to have some type of mat. You can substitute it for a towel, a carpet if it's nice and plush, okay? So we're about to go and do some planks. So, with the box program, generally with our lessons, we focus on a skill of the week. It's a fundamental fitness skill. There's a number of them. We're lucky enough to get planks today. Of course, other ones you can imagine. Lunges, squats, crunches, okay, to name a few. Burpees are on there. There's a handful of others as well. But we've got planks today. What do you think planks works mostly? Well, it works a lot of things, no question, because your legs have to be flexed, all right? Your shoulders, your triceps have to be flexed, your chest engaged. But essentially, it's your core, okay? Fundamentally, it works your core. And by core, we mean anywhere in the midsection. So anywhere basically from chest down, okay, past our hips. So let's work with planks, and we're gonna do them in intervals of 15. So like I said, find your spot, find whatever it is, whether it's that rolled up towel, whether you do have an actual exercise mat, okay? And we're gonna work on some planks. The first and most basic plank, which we're gonna hold for 15 seconds, is a high plank. And I'll show you the points of a plank as I start. Everybody, please begin. So I get into a high plank. I have my hands shoulder width apart, right underneath my shoulders. My elbows are not locked, okay, because I definitely don't want to hyperextend them, but they are fully extended. If you look at my back, okay, I should be a straight line from my head all the way down to my toes. That's what the plank was coined on. A plank obviously is a piece of wood, and pieces of wood are usually straight. So I'm a plank. I'm going to hold this for another 5. I start to feel it in my core. I can suck my belly button in a little bit to engage those muscles even more. And then I'm going to gently come down out of the plank. Okay? The next plank we're going to do is probably even a more traditional plank that you've seen. It's a low plank, and it's done off of our elbows. So I want everybody to do and incorporate the same things that I just said. Elbows are going to be about shoulder width apart, right underneath my shoulders. My head, I don't want to keep it down like this. Okay, and I don't want to have it hyperextended either. I want to keep it in a good neutral T-spine position. You can grasp your fingers together if you want. I've seen a lot of people that like to put their palms down. Okay, I don't want to sag like this, and I don't want to be up in the mountain position. I want to be a plank, a straight board. To do so, I have to engage a lot of things. The backs of my legs, my glutes, my lower back, my abdominals. Let's hold it for another 5. That's a great plank. I certainly can feel that in my abdominals. And we're going to come out of it onto our knees. Okay? Now, this one's a little bit more advanced, but I know you can do it. I'm going to roll over to one hip. It doesn't matter which one you pick. I'm on my left side because we're going to do both. Okay? So I'm on my left side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line my elbow up underneath my shoulder. Okay? I don't want to have it up here. All right? And I don't want to have it under there. I want the arm going straight down as I start, I should say. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other, on top of the other, I should say. And for now, what I want you to do, if you've never done these before, you can either ease yourself up with your hand, okay? Or start with your hand out of the way, nice and neutral, maybe on your hip. And I'm trying to get up into a nice straight position. A more advanced version of this would be to hold my arm up in the air straight towards the ceiling and hold for 15 seconds, okay? Or you may even have it on your side. If it's hard, maybe a little push with a finger to help support. 5 more seconds. Good side plank on the left. What's next? Side plank on the right. Switch over. Normally I would have just rolled over there again, but because I want to be seen on the camera, I switch sides, okay? Now remember the teaching points, arm straight down, pretty much under my shoulder, foot on top of each foot, up slowly, hold it in a straight position. I don't want to be up here, and I don't want to be down there. I want to be straight down. Advanced version, straight up, okay? Hand can be on your side, can be on your hip. I'm going to hold it up for 10 seconds. Nice. You might feel a little bit of shaking going on when you're in that position. I did. And that's normal. That's normal because that's your core being engaged, and it's it's flexing, of course, so it's contracting. And in that contraction, a lot of times there's a little bit of instability, and sometimes you'll feel that shakiness. It's normal, okay? It's good, it means you're working. Now, versions of planks are several, but here's one, an advanced version that we can actually even work our upper body at the same time, where we can engage our triceps a whole lot, our chest and our shoulders. So remember the low plank on our elbows? We're gonna do what's called up downs. So I'm gonna take one hand, doesn't matter which one because we're gonna switch every time. So I take my left hand and push up, back up to the high plank, okay? Then I'm gonna come back down with my left hand first, again. Then I'm gonna switch my lead hand. My right hand goes back down. Then I switch back to left, back to right. Let's try 8 more of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Variations. There's variations to every one of these exercises of which I've shown today, gang. So when we first show, let's go over a few of them. In the high plank, we can start off our knees. Okay? We can maybe even progress from feet to knees, going in back and forth in between, rather than holding that high plank exclusively on our toes. Okay, we can progress. If you have to start on your knees, attempt to make a really straight line with, okay, from thighs all the way up to head. I see a lot of people who do a high plank or who may do push-ups off their knees and they're in this position. Okay? For what we're trying to accomplish and what we're trying to work, please, straight body. Okay? Same thing with a low plank. Okay, I want to have a straight body. Maybe I can do those progressions like I said before, where I can come up and hold for as long as I can and then go back to make it a little bit easier. Side plank. All right, we can go off of our knees. Same thing, still working. Or maybe even progressions, where I get a little bit of a break. Okay, that's a progression that we can use on side plank for sure. And again, up downs, all right, which I just showed, which is probably the most advanced exercise on here because I'm in a plank and because it requires a lot of arm strength, chest strength, and shoulder strength. We can start with that one from our knees as well. Okay, there's a lot less body weight on me. It makes it a little easier for me to actually perform that exercise. All right. Great stuff with the skill of the week. Okay, I really feel like I complimented my abs today, that I really did work on them, and I engaged them specifically. Okay, that's the great thing about the skill of the week. It isolates one specific fundamental fitness skill, and we do that fundamental fitness skill. We do it in different ways. We do it around different games, different challenges, and then we feel like I really worked that part of my body with that skill of the week work. Okay, fantastic stuff. Let's get to our games really quickly. There's all kinds of games that Box has that are all downloadable through our resource site, through our trainer hub. There's many on there. We picked a couple today to play, which are really probably easiest for us to do in this environment, on a virtual environment where most of you are probably going to be in your living rooms or in your basements or in your house. We're going to play today in the RU game workout, Uno. And here's how it's going to work. Okay, I'm going to take these Uno cards, and you know, if you don't have Uno cards, a deck of cards will do as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle them up. I've only kept the colors, the 4 colors, and the number cards in there, because Uno has different cards, as we know, for different things. But all we're interested in today are the numbers and the colors. So here's what we're going to do today. All right, I'm going to randomly pick a card after shuffling, and when we pick the card, we're going to go back to one of the warm-up exercises that we did. So if it's red, we're going to do skater hops. For example, I pick this top card. So I pick 7 red. that means we're gonna do 7 skater hops, okay? And so on. All right, with the balance one, what that means, that's the one where we did the shuffle, okay? The low squat shuffle with the 1 foot balance, all right? So I'm gonna get these shuffled up. Oh, I better tell you the other two. Yellow is gonna be jumping jacks, but let's do our power jacks, okay? Let's do our power jacks there because we can get a lot more out of them. And then finally, green is gonna be squats. So I'm gonna get my cards back up. I'm quickly gonna shuffle them and we're gonna play some Uno. All right. If you can still see the board back there, it's a bit small, but I can see it, so I'll help. All right, I'm gonna cut the cards once and I'm gonna draw the top card. And we got 7 red, imagine that. So we're gonna do 7 skater hops. Let's go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome stuff, gang, awesome stuff. All right, let's cut them again. And what do we got? No, it can't be. 7 red. We've got 6 red, 6 skater hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's cut these again. And we are going to draw 3 yellow. 3 yellow are our power jacks. Okay, so we're gonna start with a jumping jack, and then down. That'll be 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 power jacks. Let's do 9 green. 9 green squats. Heavy on my heels, okay? I'm gonna sit down to about chair depth. Arms are gonna go up in front of me to counterbalance me. Trying to keep my torso really up. That's 4, 5, I don't wanna do this. I wanna stay up. 7, 8, 9, all right. Uno, you got us going. You got my heart rate up. Let's cut these again. We got 2 green, 2 green, okay? So let's go back and forth. 2 low squat shuffles with balance. Balance, that's 1. Balance, that's 2. Okay, let's get back to this. 1 red, it's gonna be 1 skater hop. So let's make it as long as we can. 1. Okay, great job on that skater hop. What's next? 8 yellow. 8 yellow, we're gonna do power jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! What do we got next? 6 green. So we're back to squats. Let's go. Heavy heels, nice and low. Torso up, arms in front. Okay, 6. And we're gonna do 6 blue. This will be our last one. 6 blue. Shuffles, low squat shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's our Uno game, okay? We could use a deck of cards. We could have taken a deck of cards and categorized the colors on the deck of cards as well too. I know there's only 2 colors, so maybe we could have used the suits. Okay, so with suits, let's say if it was hearts, that could have been our skater hops. If it was diamonds, those could have been our power jacks, okay? And of course, all cards have numbers as well too. We could have used those numbers on the cards to be the amount of reps that we did as well. Fantastic stuff, everybody. Really good. Okay. We are actually going to do our cool down now. So on our cool down, we're going to do a little bit of yoga to start. Okay? And I've done a lot of yoga in my life. I've never led yoga, but that's okay because these movements is not about judgment, all right? It's about participation, it's about actually doing them. And when I move, I am getting a step closer to being a better physical person, okay? Not just a better physical person, but also a healthier, stronger person that is maximizing their true potential, okay? So first we're gonna start with a tree pose and what it looks like. So our tree pose is we're going to start with our hips distance apart from our hips, okay? And we're going to bring our hands to our hips. Then we're going to shift our weight to our left leg. Now mind you, I have a lot of trouble balancing on my left leg compared to my right because I've injured my left leg a few times playing sports over the years. So it has poor balance. So bear with me if you see me stumbling a little bit. And if you're doing the same thing at home, it's not about judgment. This is not a competition to see who can balance longer. I'm going to compete against myself and try to balance, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my right foot and I'm going to touch it right there. Trying to point that knee over there like that, okay? I don't want to have the knee going forward. I want to try and have it pointing sideways. And when I do that, okay, if I feel confident with my balance, and I'm going to move the sole of my foot up a little bit, maybe up into my inner thigh, okay? So it's all about confidence, it's all about how you're feeling, all right? And then I'm going to put my hands, I can either put them up here, okay, with my palms together, I can put them on my hips, whatever feels comfortable. All right, let's do a tree pose on both sides, just to wind down a little bit. Remember, I'm going to start right there. Let's get my hands out of the way. I'm feeling a little bit comfortable with that balance, although a little wobbly. I'm going to move it up to there. Whoa. I'm going to hold that. Let me try and take it up a notch. Not bad. How are you doing at home? All right, the other side. Whoa, what's going on? My right foot feels worse than my left. I should not have called down to psych myself out on my left foot. I'm going to try and move it up now. I'm going to catch my balance by putting my hand up there. And I'm going to hold it. Okay, not bad, not bad. Of course, to work on the tree pose, we would go a little bit longer, okay? We would try and challenge ourselves, maybe to bring that foot up even higher. Excellent work. I'm starting to cool down, my heart rate's down. What I want to do now is, I just want to do some deep breaths, okay? Just to bring that heart rate down even more, to get our breathing back to normal. And what we're going to do is we're going to do square breaths. We're going to do 4 seconds in, we're going to hold for 4. Okay, we're going to let it out for 4, and then we're going to wait for 4. We're going to do some shoulder rolls after that, and we're going to wrap up, okay? So what I want to do is we're going to do probably about 5 or 6 really good deep square breaths. So start with me, imagine a square, okay? So it doesn't matter which side, but I'm going to breathe in first for 4 seconds. Breathe in. Hold it. Then you have to count your 4 to hold. And then I'm going to exhale for 4. Then I'm going to wait for 4 before I inhale again. Let's do that at home on your own, okay? So you won't hear me count, but I will be breathing. Proper breathing, you'll hear all the time when people work with you in yoga, or if people who do breath work, saying the best way to breathe is to breathe in your nose and out through your mouth slowly. So it's forgot my hold. Let's try that again. In. Okay, and we could go on. It makes you feel good. It actually brings peace. It brings comfort when we start to breathe. Takes our anxiety down, brings our heart rate down, okay? So good to practice deep breathing and take that time. One last thing, let's just do some shoulder rolls, okay? I'm going from front to back here now, if you watch from the side. Front to back, okay? I'm trying to make them really big. I'm not trying to engage my arms or anything. I'm trying to initiate from the shoulders. And now let's try to go back to front. Coming up, going down in the front, up in the back, okay? We could even keep breathing while we are doing these shoulder rolls. Okay, hey, it felt like somebody gave me a massage, fantastic. I enjoyed the breathing part, I enjoyed the tree pose. You know, I learned a little something here today. I think that taking the time to cool down, taking the time to breathe, maybe do a yoga pose or two, has really complemented my workout. I feel a lot better than normally I do, because normally when I work out, I will just, head back to my desk or something like that, or maybe just have a glass of water and go sit down. I think the cool down has shown me today, and although I've always known that's important, just because I experienced it today, I'm gonna start incorporating that into my own workout. So that was the Are You Game workout. Thanks, campers. I'm Chris once again. I loved the workout today. I hope you did as well, and enjoy the rest of your week.